Right. There we are. Ooh, Mike, I love the new background. Wow. That is
Same as
spectacular.
last week's.
Yeah.
Just a little bit cleaner.
Well, it looks better. I very much appreciate it. Howdy, y'all. Welcome to tonight's stream where we are going to continue our play of Delta Green, The Last Equation. Whoop, whoop. Sorry we took off last week. Had some personal stuff, so needed some time, but we're back and we are ready to go, I think. Do any of my friends here in the game have any questions about where we left off, or do you want me to do like a little recap to bring everybody back up to speed?
Would love a little recap.
Mm-hmm.
That sounded sarcastic, but it was serious.
We're 100% serious in this game.
Nothing but serious.
Yeah, no, I know. Believe me, I know. Okay, so what happened last time? You guys got pulled out of your beautiful, rosy little lives as CIA analysts and brought to New Jersey, where a Columbia University PhD student recently decided to give up mathematics and instead pick up a shotgun, trudge into the woods, murder an entire family, paint a bunch of numbers on the highway before violently killing the last member of the family and himself in front of a bunch of witnesses. So that was the background. You guys kind of showed up, messed around with some stuff. For those of you who have not watched it, maybe go check out part 1 on our YouTube, just to kind of get up to speed. And I believe we will. Sorry?
Should we wait for them to go do that?
I'm not waiting
2 hours?
for 2 hours to catch up. Though that would be funny. That's a very Andy Kaufman-esque joke of you, Mike. It's fine. So we left with you guys heading over to Columbia University, I believe, over in New York, to check out Mr. Michael Way's room and such. And you got the download from the radio that your boy, what I had his name again as Enrico Save, read the numbers out to his wonderful streaming audience, which apparently for some reason the stream got picked up by the radio. I don't know how that works. It doesn't matter. And yeah, that's where we're at. So we might as well jump in. I believe it is the night. There you go. Anybody have any questions about any of that, or are we good?
No, I think we're good.
I think
No,
it's
are
good.
I understand. I don't think it's good.
I mean, we
I
caused
think
property
it's very
damage. We caused property damage, so might as well just do a beanie into the storm.
You know, it's not the property damage that was the issue. It was the tampering with evidence and like falsifying a crime scene, which is kind of more of an issue. But Nick's accent was just so good that it helped him slide right through. So yeah, it's a bit of a drive to get to Columbia University. I don't actually know. Let's maps this and see what it looks like. I'm gonna guess it's probably a couple hours. So I would think you guys are probably gonna show up there in the morning. So you guys are all driving together in your Jeep Grand Cherokee is what I picked. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. That was a problem. Can I check out this website where the pictures of the equation are supposedly posted?
You can. It is on a website. Oh yeah, look, I just Google Maps it. 2 hours and 6 minutes. Perfect. Yeah, you can. The website he's directing people to is called www.thewokeleft.com. It comes up, got a big splash page banner of the liberal angels with Enrico's face just like massive right in the center, looking like Che Guevara spray painted on a brick wall. And there's a big news story kind of just underneath that, which just says like, click here to see what the tyrannical right wing is trying to cover up in terms of this latest batch of killings.
All right, I'll click the link.
Okay.
You're gonna get a virus.
So it's a bit of a puff piece. It talks about how Michael Way was, an immigrant to this country, studying here. What was that a thing from the last game? I don't know. Should I just retcon that?
You didn't really say.
Okay,
I
cool.
don't think.
Well, we're gonna say he's not technically fully an immigrant. His family moved to the U.S. while he was young, but it goes on about how the right wing always likes to demonize these people who come over here and really help support the economy and claim that people are coming over to steal our jobs, and then claim that they're all just rapists and murderers. Then for some reason it goes into how this reminds him of some kind of like a chili recipe, and then it kind of spirals back out again and hits into about how the mathematics are they must hold the key to this whole situation. There must be something more to it. It can't just be the kind of stereotypical immigrant thug that people want to paint him as. So there's just a big kind of blown up picture of the crime scene photo that you guys had before of the numbers.
No, we're not lucky enough that these are the altered equation that.
No.
Nick
It's the
graced
same.
us
It's
with.
the same crime scene photo that you had from your initial package.
Wonder how he got that.
Wait, could we see the equation in that photo?
All you see are the series of numbers. That's what this always has been.
Yeah. That big old credit card number.
That's right.
Yep.
It was the numbers. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. They've got a big picture of it on the website.
The guy
So
did want an interview with Ricardo. Is that my alter ego?
Yeah.
So I'm in so deep, guys. I don't.
What if
No,
what if
it's
you
Julio Rodrigo?
Julio
Yeah.
Rodrigo.
Yeah.
what if you do the interview and then call him out during this live interview about how he posted a fake set of numbers?
Yeah, that could work. Or
Really-
just say
really
that there was an error.
Stirring the pot, sowing some discourse there.
The equation doesn't make sense if you don't correct these errors in the numbers or something like that. Okay, I'm game. But should that derail our current investigation activity?
Well, you gotta set up like the interview and stuff. I'm sure he's not gonna be like, get down here right now. He'll probably want to like build some hype for it to get a following to listen to it, right? So you could probably schedule something while we're driving to the place.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Is there a phone number on that website there, Gary?
Roll luck.
Whoop. 4. Wait, no,
There.
that's
Oh.
not. Sorry, that was not a D100. 63. That's more like it.
Oh no!
No. There is no phone number.
Is there an email address?
There is an email address.
Should we send him an email?
It's like send your spicy hot tips about right-wing intrusion into real life to leftist angels at angelfire.com.
Give us
Okay.
a card while he was at the place? No, because I was bumping his cameras all around.
He wouldn't have given you a card. He might have given.
Yeah, he definitely
Well, I
didn't
didn't-
give me.
I didn't talk to him. It was Gary pretending to be Jake. Who?
Yeah, I smashed his phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there was a very nice journalist who spoke to him and was very kind and did not break anything. Did that nice
Oh.
journalist get a card?
I mean, I may have told him better luck next time, Ricky. I don't know if he took that kindly.
Yeah.
And the only card I got had one digit on it, and it was the rude kind. So
yeah. Guess we're
Okay.
stuck emailing their tip line.
Oh yeah, I'll really quick spin up like a umalon.it Google Workspace and create myself an email address and send it to him.
Roll computer science
Okay.
as you do this in the car.
It's
Aren't you the
really
driver?
easy.
I was just gonna say
No,
he
you're-
should not be making an email address while he's
Am I-
driving.
I mean,
I'm
I
pretty
guess-
sure Gary's driving.
Gary
Was I
should be.
driving? I was the one looking at the website on my phone.
We're in the front seat. Okay, you hold the wheel now. You hold
Maybe
the
I
wheel.
was also driving. That's not good.
just the confusion of like who's driving and trying to like type an email.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure if I remember from last time, Gary took the keys for the vehicle.
That's something I would have done.
Well, with an 88, I'm not going to succeed at that. Maybe I'm too busy driving.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, if it's an 88, I should really make it much worse. You're
Oh yeah, that's right.
God.
That's a crit
texting
fail.
while driving and you throw your phone out the window.
Oh my god. You get pulled
Oh
over.
no.
I mean, forget
it's okay,
gambling
it's-
as a crime scene. This is the real felony right here.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Maybe Gary, you could act as my manager or something like that. Given that I'm meant to be a foreign professor.
Did we get credentials with our personae?
Yeah.
How
What kind of credentials are you looking for?
Yeah, how in depth are those credentials? Like Julio, if I recall correctly, was a professor at LSU.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have had like a faculty email account from that, would we?
That seems a little steep.
Would I have an official Thick Boys email account as Jake Thunder bodyguard? Or is that also
Actually,
asking
no, you
a
know
little
what?
much?
Based on the I want to say based on kind of like the time period we're playing around in, I feel like having an email address for that for contact would make sense for your characters to have.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So sure. Dr. Julio Rodrigo seems to have an LSU email. And yes, everybody else has emails related to their various professions.
I mean, I imagine mine is like scoops for zines at gmail.com or
Oh yeah,
something
you
like that.
don't get an email. You don't get an email. 'cause you do
Yeah,
things.
true. I have a hatred for emails
You have a PO box.
or internet.
You got a fax number. Okay.
All right. Well, I guess we'll send. Well, who's actually driving? Am I actually driving?
I can do the driving. I think
Yeah.
it works with losing the phone out the window, which
Okay.
I think I might like to go retrieve, but
You're gonna pull over and go get it. Crack
I mean,
screen.
I imagine we pulled over just trying to figure out who's going to drive. That's
Yeah.
How did we get this far? We need to figure this out.
One of those fancy new self-driving cars you hear so much about.
I thought
No.
cruise control would just drive the car for us. Is that not how
around.
cruise control works?
You turn around and it's just Jesus driving the car.
Thanks for taking
Jesus.
the
What
wheel,
are
man.
you doing here?
What?
Okay,
You guys
I
look like
will-
you needed help.
Using our Julio Rodrigo LSU email, send an email to these guys, the Liberal Angels,
Okay.
requesting
Perfect.
an to offer my expertise,
Okay.
for Julio to offer his expertise.
Okay. That's been sent.
I'll
you- you-
carry on. I mean, I think I would like to stop and pick up my phone, but with that slight delay, I'll carry on. I just don't want to. We got separated before and we had
Yeah.
to call each other. And I don't know when I'll buy a burner. But otherwise, I'd like to continue on to Colombia.
Okay. Roll luck.
27.
All right. Luckily, your phone just has a little bit of a crack in the screen, but it's still working pretty good. Which is
No one
amazing
ran it
consider-
over.
Which is amazing considering you were texting while driving, while Mike was driving, while yep.
With all the
Here,
windows
I'll take
open.
the wheel for you.
All right. You guys get to Columbia. It's early in the morning. We'll say it's like 7 a.m. Columbia University. I'm not hella familiar with it, so I'm not gonna try and do too much. It's an Ivy League school. It's fairly rich seamen. Yeah. You guys just kind of show up on campus and you gotta figure out where the hell you're going.
Well, I guess you gotta find a directory of some sort, or at least ask someone if they know.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna go talk to like campus security or something to find out the dorm assignments and see if we can get into the guy's dorm. And if they're closed, come back in the morning.
Gary and I had some conversation around this, I think, with the FBI, or this was an option for us. So I think we would be authorized.
Mm-hmm.
And then, once we get in, we can just phone the two of you and have you come up.
Yes.
Good thing you went back for that.
I do believe Agent McDonald would have given you some kind of inkling about how to get into, his space. Really, all he would have said was that Wei lived in a dorm in John J. Hall, which is a residence building somewhere on campus. It's where the engineering and applied science building is, because that's where it contains the applied physics and applied mathematics program. So, but you guys just kind of show up on campus.
I think,
Okay.
I mean, it's probably a pretty big campus, so follow signs until we get to somewhere that indicates it's where we should park for the John J. Hall.
Okay.
Frank and I should probably stay in the car since we're not supposed to really be here until we get the all clear to slink on up.
Okay. Yeah, you pull up into a parking lot in front of a skyscraper size building. The front of it says that's John Jay Hall. It's also got written that it's the Fu Foundation School of Engineering and Applied Science. Yep. Otherwise, it looks very like kind of office building-y, with just very flat windows all the way up.
Is the door unlocked?
It is. Looks like it opened at 7, just before you guys arrived. And there is a receptionist. So it walks you into, I want to say, think very much like sort of a large open area. There was reception immediately kind of just inside on the right-hand side. But otherwise, when you walk in, there's a set of elevators kind of right near the front. The rest of kind of the main floor area opens up beyond. There's kind of some shops for picking up food. There's kind of like a small like reading area. There's probably another like pool table room or something. There's not a ton of people milling about yet, but the reception is there, and as soon as you guys walk in, she would look at you and go, "Yeah, can I help you with something?"
This is Dr. Julio Rodrigo, working in conjunction with the FBI. How would we go about gaining access to a student's room for an investigation?
Oh, FBI. Well, I think I'm gonna need to see some, like, can I see a badge or something?
Did we get anything from Agent McDonald? In
We
terms of,
got-
like temporary badge.
We got case files that I think, or we were at least looking at case files that pretty much matched up to what we'd seen. I don't think we weren't given a badge. I don't know if we were given, you know, a warrant or something like that.
You weren't. You would have been given his
I-
phone number.
I'll give her his phone number and say this is the agent in charge who sent us over here.
Okay. She just kind of goes like, oh, "Okay, just give me a sec." Picks up the phone. You hear her chatting. Takes about 2 or 3 minutes. She kind of puts the phone down. Signals for you two to come over, and she's just kind of like, "Wow. I mean, I thought I had seen what happened to Michael on the news. I didn't think it was real, but I can't believe it. Okay, look, if you want, his room is just take the elevator up to the 14th floor. He's 1402. His you'll see all of his info up there about where his lab is located and everything too. But yeah, just here's a spare key. Just make sure you give it back before you leave, and let me know if there's anything else I can do. It's again just tragic."
It is, absolutely. Thank you very much. I'm going to look around and see if there are any like side entrances into this building.
None that you can kind of really see from here.
Staircases?
Yeah, there would be. There's elevators, so there will be staircases.
And do those staircases have exits from the building, or are they
Roll up.
63.
Nope. They're kind of like
we may have-
right in behind the elevators, so they're right in the middle of the building.
May have to handle this one ourselves.
Okay, what are you guys gonna do?
I'm going to call the elevator.
Ding.
Fourteenth floor.
Okay.
I'll text or call or whatever the other two and just tell them to come up to the 14th floor and act like they belong. I mean, the receptionist can't accost every resident or visitor necessarily, so
I mean, Frank might take the opportunity to get into Scoops McGee and just kind of be like, "I'm writing a report on school. It's big important zine stuff."
That's where it is, man. That's where it's at. Okay. Are you guys? Nick, did you warn them about the receptionist, or are you just basically saying just come in?
no, I would have said, there's a receptionist. We got access with a spare key, but if you just walk up like you live here, she might not do. They might not do anything.
So wait, I act like we're like students here.
Yeah,
Or-
we're gonna pretend
or-
we belong here.
You can try and find another entrance to the building yourselves.
Yeah. I'm gonna go for the I belong here and feel like I don't know about you, Frank, but I'm John in and I'm gonna pretend I live here.
Okay, you walk in through the main entrance doors, and immediately she looks at you and she's just like, excuse me, hi, are you looking for something? Sorry, it's just you don't live here.
Apologies. We're you know I'm Scoops McGee. Part of uh in the zine. It's a big magazine. I mean, big local magazine.
Sorry, did you just say your name is Scoops?
Yes, it is Scoops.
Like that's your legal name?
It is my legal name. I wasn't born with it, but it is the name I was born with, and I was denied that, and I chose to make it Scoops.
Wow, that's a lot to take in.
The name he was destined to have.
Mhm. You can vouch for me.
Well, can I help you with something? I'm just I don't can't just let people kind of come in and potentially bother the students or anything. So
Oh no, yeah, of course. So just we're just looking for some bright-minded students for potentially a an internship for our zine.
But
You know,
we also
just-
just wanted some nice like shots of the halls of the dorms for the column we're writing in the zine too.
I was gonna say
out of-
if you guys are looking for interns for your zine, I don't know if picking the applied science and applied mathematics building is the best way to go. There's the journalism building on the other side of campus, but
We picked this one for the shots of the halls, so we weren't gonna really bother anyone in here. We were just gonna get some nice pictures for the magazine. We were told this one's real nice.
okay. Roll persuade. And now we wait while Zoe finds her dice.
47. God.
Is that a pass?
We're about to find out. Persuade. Nope, that's a fail.
damn.
Geez. Well, maybe you guys should come back if that's what you wanted to do. Just because, people are kind of the hall's getting busier. People are eating breakfast. I'm sure the students aren't going to want to be, just in any of the pictures, without their permission.
So right, maybe we'll just get some shots of the outside of the building for now, and we'll come back at a quieter. What time do you recommend for a nice quiet hour for some people-free hallway shots?
Oh, I mean, if you really want to still get all the light when it comes in, you kind of missed your chance. You should have come probably at around 6 a.m. The
6
building stays
a.m.
pretty busy throughout the entire day, and if you guys wanted like nighttime shots, you could probably get away anytime after like 8. But it's hard to say. If it's a Friday, it's usually even busier.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, all right. I
Good.
guess
Good to know.
yeah. Well, I mean, thank you for your time.
Yes.
You
Yes.
know,
Thanks. Bye. And she waves you out the door. And we'll pause there and let the two upstairs keep kind of going. So you find Way's dorm room. 1402 is fairly close when you come out of the elevator. The dorms on this floor, they're all really small, like single room, bachelor style units. And when you guys walk in, it's just kind of a mess. His stuff is just everywhere. All of his, all the surfaces are covered with like half-read books. His bed is basically just a futon in like the middle of the floor of the room. And he's got a desk with kind of just a generic kind of gray computer and a cheap monitor. There's also a whole bunch of papers on the desk. But for the most part, that's kind of it. Unless you guys want to look at anything further.
When the others do not make it up quickly, I'd probably just kind of call them and throw my phone on speaker and leave it in the middle of the room and kind of narrate what I'm doing. Well, sorry if I led you wrong there, but we're in the room now. He's got a bit of a mess here, but you know, college boys and all that. He's got a computer, some papers, lots of clothes. So it's like a one room kind of studio, no kitchenette, no bathroom, nothing like that. Okay.
well, sounds like the dorm I had.
I might just grab some of the papers and start sifting through them, and of course, if I come across anything that seems interesting, I'll say it out loud.
Do you have mathematics?
I think
Again?
not. No, it was supposed to be under science, right? I don't have that.
Well, me, Cody the DM, can tell you, Nick the person, that the page is covered in differential equations, but your character has no clue what to make of it. There's just letters and numbers all over all the sheets. Who bloody knows?
Are we sure this student wasn't a languages student? This doesn't seem like any math I know.
Oh, they did say this is the mathematics building. I would like to take a look at these books strewn across the floor.
Okay. I don't know math books, so I'm gonna just make some stuff. They're all like textbooks.
Oh, okay.
You've got P.J. Thompson's The Way of Mathematics. You've got Why Math is So Much Cooler Than People Want You to Believe It Is. There's one that's called Make Proofs Easy. No, seriously. Just get over wanting to kill yourself first.
Okay, let's put it this way. Are there any books that are not
No.
mathematics? Okay.
No. Not based on kind of
There's no
what
like
you
the
see
arcane
around the
and
room
the
so far.
occult by.
Nope.
Okay. What about the computer? Will it start up?
The computer will start up. It's a really old, junky looking like CRT type monitor and kind of tower beside it. But it's somehow running like Windows 10. Not well, but it's running it. It pops up and you don't see a password. It just immediately kind of brings you to the desktop.
What kinds of things are on the desktop?
There's a Google Chrome, Google Chrome shortcut. There is Excel, well, the whole Office suite. There is an email, an email one that pops up. Pretty much it. There's not a ton on the desktop. It's pretty blank.
Can I go looking for like a documents folder?
Yeah.
Anything like text documents or spreadsheets, I guess, would be important too.
Sure. You pull up the document manager and you're looking through it. Still, there's not a ton. He does have Excel documents. It looks like he does his taxes every year through the computer. He's got various kind of budget spreadsheets, looking like like he's trying to do it a couple of times a year, and it just kind of never seems to stick. He's got some other kind of random spreadsheets about just, I don't know, fantasy football or something. He's got some copies of like some Word documents for like lab reports, but nothing really jumps out.
Is there anything from yesterday or the day before?
Nope. Not in the documents.
Check his email.
Right. Yep. That I will do that.
All right. You open his email, and well, the first thing that pops up is the inbox. There's just a bunch of spam in there right now from yesterday and today. He's also one of those dudes who never like opens all of his emails. So there's just like 1,000 unread, like in the top of the screen.
Oh man, that's annoying.
1,203 new emails on my email account right here.
Sorry, I was just going to say we have a time frame, right? We have that he was at that other house at 2:28, working backwards. You could narrow your search.
Right. We also don't know how he got there.
Well, also don't forget you're looking in the inbox right now, right? So what are
Yes.
you looking for?
So, well, I was going to start by looking for anything that he actually has opened, since most of his things are unread.
Okay.
Let's say in the last, I don't know, 4 days.
Not much. There's like an email from his mom. There's an email from a fellow mathematician. It looks like he sent an email asking about some prime number sequencing. The guy kind of came back answering him pretty generically, and that was kind of the end of that. But that's it. That's all you see in terms of recent
What about
read.
things
Sorry.
he's sent?
Okay. The last email that he has sent was from the morning of the murders, aka about 9 a.m. yesterday. It is titled Eureka, I figured it out, with like 9 exclamation marks. And when you open it, it's sent to some email, which is mathgeeks@listbrain.com. Um, when you look at it, again, it is a whole bunch of numbers. It again kind of says something. You're seeing the words prime number sequencing somewhere in there. But hold on. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but that's all you can discern from it, really. It looks like he's saying something about how feeding certain information into this equation spits out these numbers, and they dictate something, but it's kind of hard to tell necessarily. But that's in the email he sent. Oh, and I will just say, I guess it ends with, "Now I must go and do what is expected of me." I don't know.
A little ominous.
I assume
search this?
Gary is narrating this as well.
Yes. It's just a bunch of numbers. And then it says, "Now I must go and do what is expected of me. I don't know."
Perfect.
James and Frank, could you check out listbrain.com?
No, I guess we might as well.
Can I search his email for that same email address?
You can. You find out that it's a mailing list.
Okay. What kind of
I
stuff
guess
are you getting from them?
You both probably would have gotten to the information at the same point. So it's an email for a bunch of geeks. It looks like they send each other kind of like puzzles, codes, ciphers, stuff to play around with. There appear to be 12 people on the list currently. When you go to the website, you would find the kind of the makeup of the list. A bunch of them are students, teachers, whatnot from around the world. I will send this list in our chat section just so I don't take up too much time reading all this stuff out to you. So, yeah, that's what you find.
This is something that we're gonna have to feed back to the cleanup crew.
Yeah, we may want to look into these individuals now in case they go out and do anything like what Mr. Way did.
Yeah.
Can I open his web browser?
Sure.
I'd like to look at the browsing history.
Would you, though?
Yes.
There's not a ton. It looks like in the last little while, some of the things he searched involve. Give me 1 sec. Sorry. So it looks like he's searching up someone known as Facius Cloudin, Fascius, Claudan. When you kind of pull that up, it seems like he's some kind of obscure uh, Belgian kind of mathematician from sometime in the 16th century. In relation to that name, though, it looks like Wei was looking for something known as the the Laqueus solution. Sorry, the Laqueus equation, spelled Laqueus. When you kind of pull that up, all that really pops up are a bunch of conspiracy blogs, basically, talking about how it's this thing that this 16th century mathematician created. It's this formula that they created, which no one's been able to solve. People are speculating about, it could hold the answers to things like, I don't know, world peace, or it could completely destroy, the minds of every person on the planet instantaneously. It might cause the universe to blip out of existence. But nobody knows because nobody's been able to actually solve the damn thing.
Okay. And what if I do a search on prime number sequencing?
Just on its own?
Yeah, I don't know what it means,
That's perfectly fine.
but it's been in 2 emails.
Yep. So you get a lot of articles about cryptography. Typically, it's a lot of papers and articles about trying to make better encryption by using larger and larger prime numbers. Because in so doing, it makes it harder for people to hack through and figure out what kind of what the messages you're sending back and forth are by using random large prime numbers as a key. It just gives more certainty to certain cyberspaces.
And since I do actually have a bit of history with signal intelligence, that actually makes sense to Gary.
Bingo.
Fascinating.
Prime numbers are good for some things. Not many things, but some things. Okay.
Okay. Is there anything in his deleted emails?
No, nothing interesting. Are you guys just kind of tossing the room otherwise?
I was about to ask on the phone if there's anywhere that or anything that Frank and James think we should look at. I mean, short of turning over piles of clothes or checking under the futon, nothing really jumps out.
Are you checking under the futon?
I mean, it would be silly to leave it unturned.
Great, you find something.
Oh no.
Oh, there we go.
You find a bundle of pages, kind of loosely held together, like a book, stained with coffee and food. Actually, I lied. It's held together by an orange binder clip, but it looks like it's been shoved under the futon. So as it's happen.
I think, Gary, if you agree, I think this one is going to come with us for reading elsewhere. So let's wrap up our searching before we dig into this.
I was going to suggest we take those papers that you were looking through too, in case we come across someone who can help us with those.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea, and perhaps clearing that computer, or I think with a 40 in computer science, I would probably be aware that the best thing to do might just be to rip the hard drive out of that computer.
Yep. Just gonna take that.
Yep.
Just run a magnet over it. It'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean, Frank and James, was there anything else that you would like us to search while we're up here?
I mean, I guess you have to check the. He's got a closet there. Guess could check that out in case.
Actually, there is no closet. His clothes just
never
exist in a
mind.
pile in the corner.
Oh no.
Okay, so definitely it sounds like my dorm room.
I was gonna say that doesn't preclude the existence of a closet.
No, there is no closet.
Does he have? So it's just like a dresser. Oh well, he doesn't have a dresser. It's all on the floor.
I
Okay.
guess we should do a quick once over and see if there's anything hidden amongst the clothes.
Mm-hmm.
No.
The name Libra, what'd you call it? Libra Plurus Admiratio?
Yep.
Does that name mean anything from a historical standpoint? Is it like a lost text? Is it an infamous book? Or is it just something that wouldn't have any sort of...
Roll history. Actually, roll history at a minus 10% because it's kind of something obscure.
I got real good history, but not 91 good. That's a failure.
Yeah, you don't know off the hop. You know, you're kind of sticking a couple of things in your mind, and you think you could probably research it later. But again, you see the name pop up again, Fascius Clouden. It's written in Latin, so you know it's old. Weird that he's got a photocopied version of it.
That does seem odd.
We were supposed to find, the receptionist said we would find information about his lab location or something, I believe.
She did say that.
Sure. It somewhere, one of the papers would show where his lab is. A couple floors down.
And is there a key or anything?
No.
Like that? Okay. Okay. Yeah, hard drive, papers, photocopy. I think we're good to go. I also, I don't know, if we've searched well enough, we probably don't need to come back. But part of me feels like I should be making a copy of this key before we return it. But we don't have to return it yet.
We could just leave the door unlocked.
Yeah, that's true.
Are they the kind of doors that you have to lock, or are they the kind of doors that automatically lock as soon as it shuts?
No, you have to lock it.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
To the lab.
You don't really find anything in the lab, to be honest. His lab turns out to just be like another desk, a few floors down. You knock on the door. It's just like kind of a communal little space. See his name, like Michael Way, on one of the desk areas. There are a couple more people, kind of heads down. Looks like they're researching in the same room.
Is there another computer?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe.
I-
Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, I was gonna say, can I ask the other people in the area if they knew Michael Way, and if they can give me any insight onto what he was working on?
One of them kind of like looks up. She's just kind of like, "Oh, sorry, you were asking about Michael?"
Yes, yeah. I was curious as to what he's been working on lately, or if he's seemed to his demeanor has changed or shifted recently.
I mean, not really. Sorry, my name is Molly Frank. Are you with the police? I haven't seen Michael today, so is he okay?
He is not. There was an incident, and he was shot
Oh, it, how?
by a gun.
Well, I figured that, but
Not at liberty to say.
did did he fire? Was it an accident? What happened?
I'm afraid I can't divulge details of an ongoing investigation.
Oh, okay. Um, well, I mean, to answer your question, no. Um, Michael was a pretty straight and narrow kind of guy. He worked really hard, cared a lot about his subject. Um, he'd been working a lot on his thesis in terms of new forms of cryptographic analysis. Um, he didn't get out much, but he was a very good friend of me and my fiance. Um, it, so I'm really sorry to hear that something happened to him.
I'm sorry to be the one to break the news to you. It was a tragic event.
As you kind of stand
Yeah,
there and wait to decide to ask another question, you see the wheels in her brain kind of turn. She's just like, I actually should probably go call him. Like I'm gonna go call my fiance, to see if we can figure out what's going on. Can you excuse me for a second? And she like runs out of the room.
runs like rushed or just
Actually,
like
sprinting.
normally
What's your
rushed?
what's
Like,
your human?
my human is 70.
She runs like a person who's very concerned about a friend of hers.
Okay. But it's not like one of those,
Full
oh,
on.
I need to get out there now
No.
and deal. Okay, all right. It's not as suspicious leaving the room.
No.
Gotcha. Okay. I don't know if there's anything more that we can learn here.
No.
Okay. It's going on midday now. You guys have tossed the room, checked out the lab quickly.
Yeah.
Should we check our email, see if we've got an interview set up?
Yeah, that would have come through fairly early in the morning. Yeah, and Enrico was just like, yeah, come on over. We'll do it in the studio. We'll live stream it. It'll be the biggest thing. You got a book to sell. You can sell so many books. Let's make this happen. He suggests that you show up. We'll say at 3 p.m.
Okay, and he's back 2 hours. He's back towards the scene of the
Yes.
incident. Okay.
Yeah, he puts the address of the studio in, and it's just on the other side of the border in New Jersey.
Okay.
Freaking, I definitely can't go in there.
Not definitely not.
Okay, well, I think we can go return the key, get back to the car, regroup. Um,
Yeah, sure. You're gonna turn left out of here. You're gonna go straight. Then you're gonna take a right. Then you're gonna see a big building. That kind of looks like a weird octahedron type thing. And then you're gonna turn left there. And then you'll be in the middle of campus. And then you'll find the library.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
No problem.
I thought she was gonna be real sassy when she said, and then you're gonna see a building that looks like, and then I thought she was gonna say a library.
Yeah, you're gonna take a left at get your own fucking map.
Wow.
Sorry.
rough morning already.
Okay, where you guys gonna go?
To the
Where's
car
return to the
first.
car?
We gotta get Julio back for his interview.
Yeah, we got time though. We've got at least a few hours because we got here at 7. Probably didn't spend more than an hour inside, so
Okay.
time to warm up the accent again.
Gonna practice on the way there. What you're
It's a
gonna
whole
say.
process.
Oh man. I'll pass around the Book of Many Wonders. Is it? You said it's an English translation.
Yes.
So yeah, I mean, is it? One of those philosophical, mathematical treaties
Yes.
sort of things? Okay.
Yes. Yes, very much in line with something like the Principia and whatnot. So it's not fun to read. I will say though, as you're kind of looking through it, you do see that the last page, in very rushed, violent-looking scrawl, that number sequence is written again, very large across the diagonal of the page. Yes. Also, you're seeing he's got other notes written in the margins, but you can't make sense of them because none of you have mathematics.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying so hard, but math is so tough.
You might have been the wrong group to pick.
Math is tricky, you know? It's not
So
for everyone.
Do any of these notes make sense from a cryptographic perspective?
No.
We could. We have the question because we have the dude's book. Well, I don't know this. The assumption I'm making is we have the question because we have the dude's book, and we have the answer because we have Michael's number.
Yeah.
We just can't plug the two together. And in plugging the two together, Michael went nuts, to put it lightly. We have access to some mathematicians. how do we feel morally about that?
Oh, I mean, if it's gonna make sense to anyone, it's gonna be one of them.
Like, I mean, we could go to a supervisor. I also does anyone have any between the names? I mean, the names, everybody's from out of town. The closest would be New York City of the mailing list. I'm trying to. I was hoping that might give us some clues towards the family as well. I'm trying to figure out how they fit into that and why that was what he had to do based on his email. Again, some assumptions I'm making there, but there's a gap there as well.
I would point out that our role is to remove and cauterize the growth. We're supposed to basically contain this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we don't need to understand that.
So understanding it might help us contain it, understand how he found it in the first place, and prevent anyone from doing that again in the future. But we might be able to get away with just tracking down everyone on this list.
Mm-hmm.
We have his copy of this book if we can find where he got it from and contain that, then our job may be done. Oh, also we have to deal with the whole liberal angels thing.
Yeah, we were tasked with finding out if he sent the numbers to anyone, find his notes, and anything else that he may have written the numbers on and destroy them, remove the numbers from the road, and get rid of any evidence of the numbers, so any photographs or anything, find everyone that saw the numbers, make up a cover story that's believable, and then contact the guy for further instruction.
Right. Okay. Yes, thank you for the reminder. I was getting too interested.
I guess we should burn this copy of the book then, or like this photocopy.
Well, that's where it may behoove us to learn what these mean and how it came to.
I guess. Them. Yeah, but yeah, that actually might be useful.
Is the so I don't know.
But on the other hand,
I don't know. I don't know if we need to cause a mathematician to go insane.
On the other hand,
in order to contain this.
Yeah, that's
Look,
fair.
All I'm saying is you guys have a car. I'm sure you could get some chains or some duct tape. You just need a pole maybe to keep them at.
Table leg.
Mathematicians don't really need a lot of food. They're usually pretty small.
There is on the list a physics student at the University of Columbia, Missouri. Now, I don't know if that's an alternate campus for Columbia. Yeah.
Oh.
And as an American character, Roger would probably know that, or would be able to put that together. So Missouri. we could make another road trip or a call. I mean, we will, I guess, have to go down this list and see what they think of. We're not going to be able to
on the notebook page.
I dumped it in the doc. Hang on. I should be able to screenshot it onto the notebook page. I don't know how good it's going to look. There's also the idea of figuring out where this book exists. I don't know. Nick, the player, has some inkling that maybe some photocopiers leave some traceability on them, or printers do that or something like that. I don't know if Roger the character, I don't know if that's true, and I don't know if Roger the character would know about that. So that's we could see where it was photocopied, potentially find the original, which would be, again, a potential branch. But we know for sure that these 12 people had at least some knowledge, and I guess we just want to make sure that they think he was crazy. I'm going to see if I can paste the thing in here. I don't know that I'll be able to. Nope. Paste. There we go. Ooh. That might not be the best way to do it. Let me see if I can find a location.
Oh, yeah, I'll make some space at the top.
Okay.
Oops.
There you go. Put it up there.
Yes, the most exciting part of the stream, and seeing the notes trying to be organized onto this screen.
Yeah. Sorry, it keeps dumping
Yes,
right in the middle.
this is for our future podcast listeners. We call
Just
this
imagine.
we call this the heavy breathing minutes.
Just picture as we try to struggle to get some
There
names
we
onto
go.
a
Okay.
digital notebook.
Okay, I think that's good. It's out of the way. Apologies.
Cool.
Yeah, so let's pick. We can't go driving around to these people today if I'm getting on the air this afternoon.
Yeah.
We might be able to track down the photocopy, because in theory he would have done it somewhere nearby. Or we can call these people and see what they think. Votes? Or other ideas. I don't mean to limit our options.
I'm game for anything.
Cody, you don't get a vote.
Wow.
So,
You just
we do
punish
need
us
to get
for
you
whatever
to your
decision.
interview.
Yeah.
We need to figure out. Yeah, we need to figure out what you're gonna say to discredit those people.
Yeah, that's true too.
But I mean, we got a 2-hour drive ahead of us to figure that out.
I mean, what did I say on the? I said it was passion on the. I guess that probably won't satisfy the conspiracy
Yeah.
crew.
I'd say the numbers are a misdirect.
Yeah.
I think we're best off going with, yo, you posted fake numbers. And be like, I was there, I worked on the equation, I know the numbers, and these are not them.
Cops altered the numbers before
Yeah.
you took it. Yeah.
Ooh, there you go.
A different conspiracy to focus.
Yeah, that's it. Okay,
Yeah.
that's it.
Find out where you got that picture
can't
from, and
trust
if it
the
was the
police.
police. Ooh.
Yeah.
Just pile.
Great time.
I'm seeing your
we're
mouse.
back.
That's okay.
Ah, there we go.
We're back?
I think that was internet connection.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Okay, cool.
Fortunately, nothing we can do about that.
I don't think it was hung up very long. I saw that the screenshot was on there, so we're good.
All right.
So sorry, you were proposing an alternative to discrediting blaming it on the cops.
I was going to say, what if you call it a hate crime and say that they added the numbers to distract from that, to make people look away from the fact that this was he was an immigrant.
Are you suggesting that they put numbers there to make it look like the Asian kid is really into mathematics
Oh
Because
my
those
god.
guys, this website would eat
Is
that up.
that what you're suggesting? Oh, I love it.
And maybe even further, it was a cover up for police violence. Showed up on the scene, and
There you go. Yep.
that's
like
I
And they
mean,
just gunned him down.
we don't know, but we can speculate.
Yeah, but there were witnesses.
There were ways.
There were witnesses that saw what happened. Because it was right on the highway. So I think
Yep.
that might be going a little too far. With our believability here.
No, I mean, we don't need proof. This does not strike me as the kind of website that relies very much on proof. Or
Yeah,
We're
but
just-
if you
we're
say
just
something
asking
that
questions.
outrageous,
We're just asking questions.
but it's
mean-
outrageous, but it plays into this website's
Cops
core.
have killed people before. Fact. That's a fact.
I mean, he has gone on a tangent about chili, so
Were there any witnesses on the grassy knoll, or am I? Is that might be too much?
what if this whole time Wei was actually an undercover cop and he was never actually a student and he killed all those people and spray painted the numbers on there to distract people because, you know, he loves numbers.
This is
I'm
nuts.
I'm good with leading with the police cover up
Yeah.
and letting the dude go where he wants to.
Oh yeah, see
With
what he
that,
fills in
we
the
just
blanks
say,
with.
look,
Just yes and him.
That's
the-
smart. Yeah.
the numbers. I think the numbers were added after the fact.
Make it seem like it's really obvious what's going on to be like make him feel really uncomfortable that he doesn't
You
know
what
and
that
he'll
means, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And then but there's also the idea of getting him to take the picture down.
Well, he can't
Yeah.
be spreading false information.
Right? Is he in league with the police?
Yeah,
That's
if he
it.
keeps it up,
Okay.
he's really promoting that, you know.
Their narrative.
Yeah.
Yeah. He needs to take as much attention off the numbers as possible so that he can get to the what's really going on.
Yeah.
Okay. Man, I wish I had you all in my ear while I was doing the other. It's nice to get the plan.
Okay, I'm assuming this means at this point you pull up to the studio, which
Took us
is
2 hours to plan.
it's like a shipping container in the middle of a forest with like a telephone pole, just kind of outside. No, it should be slightly bigger than that because it's gonna have like there's got to be a sound booth and there's a table with there's a couple microphones and a coffee machine, and Enrico is immediately there when the car pulls in, like he's already outside waiting for you. Just like, Doctor, pleasure to see you. This is your entourage?
Oh, I don't think the other two can get out of the car because Enrico's
Yeah.
seen.
yeah, I was gonna say I figure we try to like cover ourselves in the back seat, just make sure we're not spotted.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Bodyguard.
Yeah. Jake, yeah, always a pleasure. Well, look, come in. They're getting the stream all set up. We've got some coffee. Do you want anything? I can get you something stronger. Whatever works.
Oh no, thank you. Not.
While they're inside,
I
Well,
must
Frank
maintain
and
my
I-
focus.
yeah, while we're outside, I'm gonna load up the stream on my phone. Car.
Just a countdown right now.
Yeah.
He walks you inside, Nick, and is just kind of like, all right, look, you're gonna sit here, and he puts the headphones on, and is just like, yeah, just act natural. It's not a big deal. We're just gonna have a friendly conversation about this. I know you wanted to get some stuff out there, so basically, what I'll do is I'll let you vamp for 5 minutes, and then I'll hit you with some questions. Bing bang boom, we get this thing done in about half an hour, and you get on your way.
Yes, thank you.
Cool. All right. Well, we're pulling it up now. So here we go. Hello, Internet. Welcome. And today we have a very special interview, a very special guest to break through the conservative propaganda that is destroying this nation, the tragic killings of the family from New Jersey by college student Michael Way. It has been a terrible tragedy. I am joined by Dr. Julio Rodrigo, math expert. I realize we haven't given you any other title other than math expert, but really, who's going to know? Who's going to care? The math expert in the case, the FBI's lead go-to person. So I've invited him on the show today. He's got some very special news to spread. So Dr. Julio, take it away before we answer some questions.
Great questions. Yes. This is what we are seeing is not the truth. The numbers do not lie, but these numbers, they lie. They are police conspiracy to distract from the truth. What the truth is, we can only imagine, right, Enrico?
I'm sorry. Are you saying that this whole thing is a tyrannical cover-up by the right wing?
This is plausible.
Do you have anything to back that up?
Well, these numbers you believe so important, they are meaningless. This is distraction. This is rabbit hole to lead us to conclusions that we are meant to receive.
Roll persuasion, and I'll give you 10% for going with the accent.
I don't even know if it's the same accent as last time.
It's weirdly Eastern European now.
Yeah,
It just changes every so often.
4 on persuade, and with the
Nice.
10%, I'm at a 30. So,
wow. I mean, we've always known that the police have been involved in everything. Like we know, that the FBI was involved in the JFK assassination, and we know all about MK Ultra and everything like that. But I'm having trouble grasping what did they have to gain from pinning this on a college student who's into mathematics? Why not go after somebody more aggressive, or try and pin it on somebody who's into like women's studies or something in order to demonize other areas of the left?
but we know that education is the enemy of the tyranny. And
that's right. Yes.
So fear of this knowledge, as a math expert, this is something I face all the time.
So these numbers, what you're saying that what was shown there, what witnesses say he spray painted there, aren't right. Do you know what it was beforehand?
I believe it is meaningless. Perhaps a message of sadness, of passion, but these numbers, they are meant to incite fear and confusion.
Well, I mean, they're certainly doing that. What kind of passion are you describing here? Is this like a love, or like a love of learning, or like a love of your own kind of like identity, sense of self?
Enrico, you are a brilliant man. Is this love of learning is something that not everyone would think of, uh, but an intelligent, thoughtful, um, curious mind like yourself would certainly have experienced this himself, and perhaps this is the reason. We may never know, but we know that if we continue to spread the lies of the tyranny and support their misinformation, we cannot find the truth. We must
Well said.
reject the lies.
Well said, Doctor. Before we go, I do have to ask you one more question about how does the family tie into all of this? There seems to be no connection with Michael Way, but do you have any inklings as to why they were chosen? Like, is there any kind of mathematical model to understand that?
A mathematical model for the human mind is a noble goal, but not one that I have attained yet.
Perfect.
Excellent. Well, thank you, Doctor. Do you have a book or anything that you're selling? Do you want to try and get people interested anywhere?
Oh no, I am here because I believe in this mission, and I believe in the truth, and I would not sully this with
Well,
selling.
To my audience, before we sign off, I will apologize for posting the erroneous numbers on our website. We will retract it. And you come to us for real journalism, and we're not perfect. Sometimes we fall into sensationalism. But look, stick around, because after this, we're gonna go out to an abortion clinic and help counter some protesters from the Baptist Church. Try and get them to sign up to adopt more of the kids that they're forcing to be born. Stick around. And Doctor, that was a great job. Thank you very much for that. I think you cleared a lot up for us.
Yes, well, I would not want you to become a tool of the 1%. Is that this is in English?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, that's perfect.
Wonderful. Well, thank you. And if your investigation uncovers more, I would appreciate this exchange continued.
Yes, of course. We'll take your information before you go, and we'll stay in contact.
I'm gonna just leave him with that email that he already has. Nothing more.
Okay.
Yep, not hanging around here any longer than I have to.
Back into
Leaving the accent behind.
It's left at the door.
Jesus. All right. Well, you guys did that.
Sure did.
That was the thing that you did.
Okay.
Right, that's one problem solved.
Yeah, so there's information still with the cops.
Yeah.
That's,
Despite your best efforts.
Yeah.
That Dr. Rodrigo, he's going to be thrown in jail for a long time after
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Wait till the cops see that stream that just happened.
I was gonna say your phone is going off right now, and it is Agent McDonald.
Oh god, we're in trouble.
Wait, he watches this stream?
I guess so.
Wait, he has my real phone number? or is this a
This
cover
is our
phone?
handler, right?
No, McDonald is the FBI.
Oh, right.
Is this?
Did I give you guys burners? You'd have to have
I-
burners through this.
I assumed we had burners in the package that came with the paperwork and the.
He's calling you burner.
I'm gonna let it go to voicemail this time.
Okay.
First call goes to voicemail.
Our
okay.
We'll
He doesn't
see.
call again. But
Okay,
leaves a
does
voicemail.
he leaves a voicemail? I'll check it.
Hey, Agent McDonald here. Doc, just what the fuck are you doing? I can't have you going around spewing stuff like that. Given that we don't have all of the facts yet. You're saying the numbers are wrong. I don't know. Anyway, look. Call me back as soon as you can. We're gonna need to get you into the station to figure out between this and the defacing the crime scene. We need to have a very serious conversation.
Okay, well, good to know he's not offering me anything more.
I guess that's a nice problem we're solving then.
We can just avoid that guy, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, you could just call him back and be like, "What the heck are you talking about? What stream? I wasn't on any stream. I wouldn't discuss the case with the
Deep
media
fake
before we
technology.
finished it."
Double
That
down.
man was an imposter.
I guess.
Play
what-
both sides.
Yeah.
What I'm thinking right now is how much longer do we need Julio Rodrigo?
He's the reason we are looped into the investigation, unfortunately.
He's how we have access.
Yeah.
Right, but like I guess they haven't offered anything more, right? Like they've given us what they had. He was supposed to figure out the math connection. So other than short of destroying evidence, further destroying evidence.
Which we need to get the numbers from them.
I mean, we need to get the original and however many copies they have made at this point. If we're truly going with a clean, or we just need to somehow make sure that it doesn't end up in the hands of another mathematician, which might, now that I say that out loud, might be where Julio Rodrigo comes in. If I find some false solution to this, make it believable enough that it shuts down the investigation. Why didn't I think of that before?
That's not a bad idea.
We could also make them also believe that the numbers were to distract from what was really going on.
Yeah, but why would the math expert have? I mean, I guess, but
We
okay,
could have
I'll
found
call him
something
back.
in the dorm.
I'll call him back.
Agent McDonald.
Yes, this is Dr. Rodrigo.
Doc, look, glad you called me back. So what's going on? Why are you talking to people about the case?
This is Jake has been my sounding board since we came to America.
No, I don't mean Jake. I mean the ultra left wing stream, which you were just on.
This stream, I do not know. I have not been swimming in years. My doctor forbade it.
No, stream on the internet, talking to a reporter about facts of the case that people don't know.
That reporter,
You're just gonna keep saying no.
but no, I'm trying to get him. I'm trying to lead him. I want him to say the name of the reporter.
We're on that fucking stupid lefty show with that Enrico guy. You know, the one who was at the crime scene.
Yes. There's that. One moment, and then I kind of like half cover the phone. Jake, is it, and Enrico, is this the one here who has been harassing us for interview?
I think that is, yeah. Let me pull up the email he sent.
Ah, yes. This man
Yeah,
has
Enrico Save.
and Enrico Save has this
Liberal
man.
Angels.
What has he done?
Well, he aired a bunch of stuff with you talking about. I'm getting really confused. What's going on here?
He since we were at the scene, he has been asking for interview. He found my faculty email. I do not know how. He has been phoning Jake's boss over at Thick Boys. He has been exercising every avenue to get me, and of course I do not. This is a distraction from my work. What stream? What has he done?
Okay, can you roll persuasion?
Oh gosh, I hope this is
Plus-
good.
Plus 10%, because Jesus Christ.
No, and it's a crit fail too. It's an 88.
Oh,
No.
fuck.
Oh.
Look, we've tested the stream. There's no deepfake tech. There's nothing going on with it. It's got to be you in there. So whatever you're playing at, like, just you got to stop it, man. You got to stop muddying the waters.
Yes, I am so close to the answer. I will have something very soon. We found very interesting notes in the lab, and
All right. Well, look, meet us at the Alliance New Jersey Police Station by 6 p.m. and we'll regroup. Okay.
yes, I will not have the answer by then, so this is very soon.
Well, let's at least know where you're at then. Okay.
Yes.
All right. He hangs up.
Oh, I think that went smoothly.
I mean, what as good as it ever would, you know?
Perfect.
Do we have to burn Rodrigo? No, sorry. Julio.
Julio. Yeah, but I do think that our best shot at putting this to bed is to give a false answer.
Hear me out. What if we just murder McDonald?
Oh,
Just straight up.
Just spray paint some numbers on the ground.
Perfect.
Make it look like, you know, he went crazy from the numbers. Different
Sounds
numbers,
perfect.
of course. No
Okay.
one's saying no.
I mean,
I was-
I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
I'm hearing you out.
We're all thinking it.
Just airing it out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think I need to present some kind of solution.
When the numbers were on the road, were they all together? Were there spaces at any points in them?
No, they were all together.
Okay.
I think I mean we want to make it neat, right? It'll be satisfying for the police if it's neat. So somehow use the whatever scribblings are on the notes we grabbed. I'll just go and randomly highlight. I can just go and randomly highlight a bunch of crap. Write the number in the margins a couple times, and then come out with something that ties back to the family. And say, look, the stress, the kid went crazy, and thought he found some existential answer, and his whatever state he was in, it led him to what he did.
Could do that.
I mean, I don't have to be the psychologist, right? I can say, look, this is what his notes say. You start with this number, you read through his notes, and you get information about this family. And
Yeah,
if someone wants to psychoanalyze that, that's for that area of expertise.
So now we have to find a bunch of random things that lead to this family that link with the numbers that he wrote.
Yeah, but we could turn it into any sort of cipher to point that with. We can say we
Yeah.
found some book, and the book, if you do what is it called, an Onendorf cipher?
Yeah.
That
Add some scribblings to his notes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely might work.
That's encouraging.
I think now is probably a perfect time for us to call it tonight, though. Sorry, I know it's ending slightly earlier than normal, but just as you guys are taking more and more steps into this, I want to make sure we come back and can go full throttle into the next section. So, thanks everybody. This was part 2 of The Last Equation. It's getting interesting now, I hope, even though we're losing people watching, but that's fine. Until next week. See you later, folks.